Hi guys, and welcome back to Ohole So Nice, Namibia's first speed dating show. My name is Desiree Gazis, and I'll be the host for this season. So I know we've been gone for a long time, but that's only because we've been cooking up something really spicy for you guys. So now that you're joining us here, it is a new season and we have a new bachelor, okay? So we are joined by the guy that runs Windhoek streets. If you know, you know. If you don't know, forget about it. But anyway, so we are going to be having Reggie Films as our bachelor for this season. I'm excited too. Well, if you want to see more about Reggie Films, stay tuned for his intro.
Hey there, I'm Reggie Films, and I'm on Ohole So Nice, Season 2, and let's see if I find a match. I'm 27 years old, I'm a videographer, an entrepreneur, and then by qualification, I'm an architectural technologist. So in case, things go bad in my video career, I've always got that backup. The only other backup I'm looking for is you. That's why I'm on Ohole So Nice. The type of girl I'm looking for needs to be confident, cute, interesting, and most of all, not the jealous type. Because in my industry, I meet a lot of women, and I'm constantly out of the house, barely at home, in and out of the country, in and out of town. So if you're thinking that type of girl which can handle a very busy man, do send your DMs through. Let's see. If you like what you see, let's see, and hopefully you're picked for a blind date with me. But other than that, I am a sweet guy. I love going on long walks on the beach, taking life simple, as complicated as it seems now. I'm really a simple guy, straight from the farm. I know how to make your herrero bread, and I cook you some pap. That's what I do. So if you're into that, hit me up, send a DM, let's see where it goes.
Wow, Reggie Films. He looks like an interesting guy. I think, ladies, if you guys don't take this, whoa, even my English is finishing. But if you ladies don't take this opportunity, then I don't know what you're doing. Because if it was me, I would. But now I'm excited to see what his first date is going to be like. So stay tuned for that.
And most importantly, a love of life. What I do for fun, I enjoy reading, going out and being in nature, hiking, and just trying out new restaurants and new foods and stuff. So I hope he's about the same things, that way we could vibe.
Let me break the ice, okay?
I'm guessing you're supposed to introduce yourself.
Yes, exactly. My name's Reggie.
My name's Jemimah.
Jemimah.
Yes.
That's a very unique name, eh? Are you Namibian?
I am. I'm mixed. I'm
With?
of mixed descent, Shona, Zulu, and Nama.
Ah, this is Zulu.
Yes.
Ah, hey. I just know a few words. I think that's about it.
Same here.
Oh.
I grew up here, so I don't speak much.
Okay, that's cool. And what are you into? What is it that you do?
I am a sports administrator and a writer.
So you're into
and
fitness?
A performer. Yes, I am.
A performer as in dance?
No.
I'm guessing.
No.
The Zulus, they're very good with their bodies and legs, they just know how to do the things.
Yeah.
I know what you must be thinking. I'm not talking about good in that way. I'm talking about they're good dancers. So, yeah, just to make myself clear.
Yeah, they do, but I keep that in my room.
Oh.
No, I'm a performer. I recite poetry.
Oh, that's deep. That is so deep. I thought it was going to be like singing. You look like a singer. I mean, I work with a lot of artists, and you just have that face of an artist. I mean, it's very obvious. You're very pretty. I mean, anyone at home watching this will even know that. So, yeah, that's dope. That's just so dope. And this is the part where I start becoming awkward. Yo, the way this girl was looking was putting me under pressure. I'm usually not this nervous, but like, damn, I was not expecting her to look this good, you know?
So you're rambling now. Tell me about yourself.
I mean, I'm a videographer. Starting to call myself international director now.
Love that.
After my first production there 2-3 weeks outside of Namibia. So
Where exactly was
in
it?
South Africa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where in South Africa?
In Johannesburg, to be exact. Johannesburg is like the Hollywood of Africa.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they say.
Yeah.
And like now, besides being in poetry and stuff, what else do you do? Like, what's your day job? You look like someone that's studying something really interesting.
International relations and diplomacy.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Oh, it's very, very jolly. A lot of energy. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's cool. It's, it makes you feel comfortable. So it's a very, he's a cool guy. I guess.
I have no idea where to even begin with that. It sounds very like in politics.
It is.
Oh, is that like the direction you want to go in?
Yes. Diplomacy, to be exact. So, organizations like the UN, they spark my interest.
They spark your interest.
Yes.
Okay, I'm also into the UN AIDS. We've done a lot of work for them, so I support them. Yeah, I'm very, very awkward, hey. Very, very awkward, but yeah.
What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Well, my work is basically my hobby.
I like that. Because it's so important to like and love what you do on a daily basis. So that is cool.
To be honest. But long story short, there are some side things I do. I like riding motorcycles. Not a lot of people know that. I used to play football I would say I was this close to making it professionally. Like this
Are
close.
you sure it was
Yes,
that so?
I was in the UK even. I was at the very
that's actually really close.
yeah, like I was at the well-known team that side on a short period of a trial, and then
What happened?
I was just not good enough. I think in Namibia, our development of sports is just not there for what's happening else out there in the world, Like, I mean, I was good here and I knew I was good, but I just knew the people that side were a lot better. Of course, I wasn't going to tell her that I didn't make it or that I wasn't good enough. So, you need to sell a dream, man, So this is one of those things of just realization and coming to terms with it and knowing like, you know you're good, but like, this is not really meant for you. It's all good.
I think it's also the lack of competition here in Namibia. It's not very competitive.
It's
so
not really that.
challenged.
It's actually the academies. We don't have a youth development system that's really working. I mean, there's some kids outside who just started kicking a ball from the age of 3, And I'm there comparing myself with, and I started kicking a ball from the age of 11. So it's like two different worlds. Knowing damn well I was lying through my teeth. I was an average football player. I got lucky at some points. And just so you know. So but that's enough about myself. I'm a pretty short guy.
I don't know whether that's like an insecurity for him, but dude, don't point out your insecurities. But it's fine. 1.7 is fine. You're still God's child.
And if I have to guess, I mean, would you tell me your height? Just
1.56.
1.57. When I heard that, I was like, damn, one more good thing and I'm going to be like, hey, this might be wifey. 1.56. Okay, that's good. I'm at 1.7. I hope I'm at 1.7. My ID says it's 1.7, but hey.
Do you think things such as physicalities matter when it comes
Physicalities? Are we going deep?
matter?
We're going deep.
Deep? That's deep? Okay. No, but does it matter?
No, I mean, it doesn't, of course not. But I see we're going deep. Since we're going deep, now that we can start now, the real dating questions, So, what is your ideal attributes that you look for in a partner?
Number one,
Yeah.
first and foremost, intelligence. I believe that if you can't hold a conversation for me or with me that is not thought-provoking, what are we doing? If you can't challenge me, what are we doing? Why are we wasting each other's time? You get me?
Yeah.
And also, you should, to a certain extent, be God-fearing, because I'm a very spiritual being. I'm not into organized religion as much as I am into spirituality. But I'm a Jesus girl. I love God. So that's one of the major things when it comes to me.
Yeah.
And also just be kind. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to be kind, and it doesn't cost to be kind.
You know, and she started mentioning things about being kind, you know, I was really like starting to get to understand the type of person that she is. And there's not a lot of people who actually put kindness at the forefront of who they are.
So yeah,
Damn.
I'm a simple girl.
You got pretty looks and you got pretty attributes as well. I mean, I kind of like a lot that I'm hearing right now.
Oh, he's sweet. He's quite a charming guy. Not gonna lie.
The perfect Christian out there, but I do my thing to stay within the faith and stuff like that. That's just who I am. It's kind of like a part of me. That's something I also look for in a partner.
Yeah.
I can be too much to handle that sometimes.
Okay. Sir? Yeah. In what sense, though?
In what sense?
It's very vague.
Hey, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot right now by, you know, putting my bad side forward, but, you know.
I mean, honesty and transparency is important too.
Exactly. Okay, I'm a bit of a workaholic.
Same.
Oh, you are as well.
Same. So I wouldn't want somebody that's not understanding. Like, if you don't get that I will be busy from 7 to 7, you know, attending games and, you know, working over the weekends, it just won't work.
I just hope she's not as much as a workaholic as I am, because, like, usually when I have a tough day, I need somebody to de-stress the mind, you know, just to, like, lay my head on a nice, soft, I know this is a PG show, but you know what I'm talking about. To de-stress, and I need that. So yeah. Hopefully she's not too busy, because I need somebody who got time. Okay? Then I think that's something I hope you'll be chilled with, because I've been told many times, I'm like, every new girl I've met was just like, oh no, I'm so chilled, I won't give you stress. And then that was never the case.
I mean, dating is really just marketing.
I mean, if dating is marketing, then I'm probably that guy that's at the corner shop that's marketing to everybody.
And
yeah, exactly.
Instead of a product, you're selling yourself.
Exactly. I know
So
it sounds so bad, but let me end it right there. You know, I don't want to give out too much.
Yeah.
So as you may or may not have seen, on the table we have cards laid out with questions. Each person gets to choose 3 questions to ask the other.
Right, so ladies first.
Okay. So, have you ever given a fake phone number, and why?
All the time. All the time. And reason being is just I really don't like people like bothering me too much. Like right now already my phone probably, it's the number one thing I hate. It's just always ringing. So the more people I know who ask for my number, I just know like, okay, this is one more person out of 30 people in a day which are going to call, and then, you know, so yeah, that does happen. But of course, if it's important business, I don't. Yeah.
But it comes with the job, doesn't it?
Not really.
I mean, your phone constantly ringing in your industry.
Yeah, but like, they say I run the city, but like, I'm not supposed to.
They
like,
do?
It's not supposed
They say
to.
that?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be like bothered this much, man. It's inhumane. You'll see when you get to know me, you'll really get annoyed with that phone. Who made these questions? Have you ever been dribbled? 100%.
Yo.
I don't think you enter adulthood without being dribbled.
Yeah, no, I have. But it was fun.
You've been dribbled and it was fun.
It was fun. I mean, life is an adventure, and I live by that.
How
So
is getting
if
dribbled?
being dribbled, if I have to be the football every now and again, it's okay. It's okay. You know, you live and
Okay.
you learn. You live and you learn.
This seems like a time for me to become Dr. Phil, because it really doesn't make any sense that any person would enjoy being dribbled. When I was dribbled, I mean, I cried. I was sad. But you know, now I'm that man today.
I'm a
So,
hard nigga.
yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm a hard nigga.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know what you probably got no heart, eh?
I do. It's just like if you know, if I feel like in the streets, if we
In
have to
the
be honest,
streets,
if we're
yeah.
going to be in the streets,
Yeah.
tell me your intentions. Tell me your intentions are, I want to dribble you, and I will say, hold up, let me put my heart in my bag, and
And then you come there. Okay.
you get
That
it.
makes sense. Very
Yeah.
smart way of saying it. Probably the first person I've ever heard say they enjoy being dribbled.
I didn't say I enjoy it. I just said
That
a
it's not a
teaching
problem.
experience. No, I didn't say it's not a problem. I said it's a teaching experience.
Would you want to get dribbled again in the future?
No.
Okay. Then,
No.
Yeah. Then
Would
you've
you?
learned.
But you shed tears.
You see?
It's so.
I'm a softie, you know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive do you think each other are? I'm guessing I have to ask you.
Yeah. So I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Very, very high up on that scale. Very, very high up. I mean, like I said, when I walked in here, I didn't have high hopes for the type of women which would show up on this show. And I am thoroughly surprised. So I'd say definitely an 8 or a 9. Definitely.
Thank you. My mom says nothing in this world is ever a 10 out of 10 except God. I love you, Mama. So I get why you would say that.
Yeah.
So I'd give you, for me, it's not really about the about the external features.
It just break my heart already, man. Just say I'm a 3 or 2.
I'm gonna say a 2, but
Oh, maybe even a 1.
I'm kidding. I give you like a solid 7. An 8 for personality.
Okay, this is a long one. What would you say is your favorite meal when you're eating out at a restaurant? So what is your favorite meal?
I love seafood.
Oh, don't say that.
I love seafood.
That's okay. What specific from seafood?
Okay.
Let me see if we have something in common there.
I love sushi.
Oh, man.
I
Just
do.
stop the date here
I
even
do.
right now. Let's go. Let's go for a date after this, okay? What else?
And prawns.
Prawns.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
prawns and oysters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think then that's fair to
Like,
say.
and I'm
Yeah.
always open to try new seafood, so
Yeah.
all seafood.
Okay. And you have me on sushi though, so definitely sushi date needs to happen without the cameras around.
Yeah, no paparazzi, please.
Yeah.
What would you say are your biggest fears?
Yo,
Except for like the ordinary spiders and stuff.
biggest fear. No, my biggest fear is not even an object. My biggest fear is not realizing my potential.
Ah, you're lying.
Serious.
You're lying. That's my fear. Okay, but mine's similar,
Yeah.
but not exact.
How long was your longest relationship?
You don't wanna know.
Have you?
The world isn't ready. The world isn't ready.
If I have to guess, you seem like someone that likes dating for the long haul. So like, I'll probably say 3 years.
Longer.
Longer. 4?
5. Almost 6.
Yo, you were married.
Yes, I was.
Jeez. How old? Wait, I didn't even ask you. How old are you?
A woman never reveals her age.
Hey. But don't worry, I'm into older chicks as well. So if you are older than me, it's still a plus. Well, that definitely beats my longest relationship. So
How long was it?
4 years.
Oh, I thought you'd say 4 months. You just seem like the type.
4 months?
Sorry.
Yo. I mean, I try. I try. 4 months is actually also still long, eh?
Yeah.
It is still long.
I mean, people can get very uninteresting very quickly.
Very true, but don't worry, that's not gonna happen yet.
Sound
At
very
all.
certain.
Very, very, very.
Okay. Actions speak louder than words.
As we all may know, Namibia does have a high youth unemployment rate. How do you think the youth can fix the unemployment rate in Namibia?
The reason why most of the youth, or why the unemployment rate is still so high, is because yes, the youth, they have the skill, they sit with the degrees, but when it comes to walking into that interview room, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to, there's no sense of professionalism when it comes to the youth of Namibia, if we're being honest. And I think if we just invested into teaching them how to act and behave in professional spheres, that would be such an elevation to the unemployment rate of Namibia.
Yo, you answered that like this was Miss World, happening right now. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, the problem in Namibia, we don't have proper developmental stages for the youth to become inspired, It's everyone's either just taking the same road, and the same road doesn't really lead to anything here.
Exactly.
I'd say what we're lacking, and what I'd say our generation should be doing, is creating opportunity and creating new ideas that can hopefully spark the next, the next generation to kind of have that energy to strive and want to do things. Because most of the people here lack ambition.
True, that's so true.
Yeah, and it's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's because there's nothing to be ambitious about.
But I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
I think it all boils down to the individual. So if you are willing and able to dream big enough for yourself, I mean, you were able to dream about becoming Reggie Films.
Yeah, but there's not too many Reggies around.
And there are not too many Jemimahs, and that's okay. But I think that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. As long as you're able to dream dreams that are big enough for you, and work hard to achieve those dreams and those goals that you set for yourself. But then again, it's not just about dreams and goals here, it's also about staying in purpose. Exactly. And I think in Namibia, that's not, amongst the youth, that's not a conversation, or that's a conversation that we don't really pay much mind to. It's not engaged in, definitely. It's really not engaged. And the thing is, you can only succeed and flourish if you are then prevailing in your purpose.
But also, it really all depends also on the circles that you put yourself in. I mean, 90% of an individual's future is based around who they are.
Yeah.
And that creates and a lot of people will refuse to understand that, but that is the reality of it. If you're constantly in environments that don't help you grow, you can't expect to become better than you are.
No, I get that, but sometimes it's also you can't choose your circumstances. So it's also about discipline. But then again, sometimes you form part of the environment or the circumstance that's keeping someone else back. So ultimately and essentially, I think it's important that we start at the core, which is each and every human being working to be better, trying to be better than they were yesterday. And in that way, we can create, as a youth, we can create a conducive environment, because we're all trying to be better and we're all learning. Because you can't say, no, okay, that circle is conducive to my growth and all of that. Because do you then only want one circle in Namibia's whole youth to then be conducive and goal-oriented? It doesn't make sense.
That's why it also goes to the whole thing of the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to go in that direction of it, because I still feel every human being has equal opportunity to get to a certain point in life, whether it takes you 5 years, It might take, of course, the person who has it 1 year to get to that point, but then you will appreciate it a whole lot more because you took whatever your 5 years, 6 years, 10 years to get to that same position. It will mean a lot more towards you. That's why I say every human being kind of has equal opportunity, because then that reward at the end of the day balances out.
Yeah.
So, but as in for how to improve our youth, I'd say it only starts with fixing, I wouldn't say education at all. Education's pretty decent here, but I'd say just it's our culture around being more and bigger than yourself. Everyone's just too comfortable here. That's the thing.
No, really. We're so comfortable. And I think it's also the hold that the older generation has on us, because everybody's so used to, you have to do things the orthodox way. You have to go to university, study accounting, medicine, or
and
law,
then by the time you're out of university,
education.
how many students are burnt out and they just don't have motivation to continue trying to strive. Yeah, that happens many times, and I see it so much because they're not pushing with a purpose. Like you were mentioning earlier, that whole thing of having a purpose behind yourself and a reason why you do what you do is what a lot of people lack. And if a lot of Namibian youth could find their purpose, I think we would see a lot of great things happening this side.
I liked it. I mean, surprisingly, I had fun. We had a lot in common, and I'd like to find out more about how he looks at the world, because we didn't get much time to go into that. But he's a cool gent, man. He's a nice guy. He's funny. He's quirky, jovial, and intelligent also. He's wise. So it's going to be interesting to see what he thinks about me when this episode eventually airs. And about a second date, I'm not too sure about that, but I don't think I'd mind. I really wouldn't mind. He's a cool guy, man. He really is.
Guys, I don't know about you guys, but personally, for me, I liked the date. It was a very intellectual date. I love to see how their energies bounced off of each other. But if you think that you're going to be a better candidate than Jemimah was, then slide into the DMs, because it goes down in the DMs, it go down. So I will be expecting to see some of these ladies reaching out to us if you think that you're compatible with Reggie. But for now, that is it from me and the Ohole So Nice first episode of this season. I will see you guys again on our next episode.